What's up, guys? It is tax season once again, my friends, and I'm here to tell you JD and Associates LLC Bookkeeping and Tax Services is here to help you this tax season. Don't wait till November 1st. November 1st, you're already too late, my friend. You ain't gonna get your taxes done. So let me tell you how JD and Associates and LLC Bookkeeping and Tax Services can help you. JD and Associates LLC Bookkeeping and Tax Services are located at 4702 West Avenue, number 8, San Antonio, Texas, zip code 78213. You can call them at 210-816-0357. Make sure you call them now. JD and Associates LLC Bookkeeping and Tax Services are here to help you this tax season. Don't go with your vecina who doesn't remember her name, who doesn't even know how to write. She's not going to do your taxes correctly. JD and Associates LLC is here to help you. An official sponsor for DeLoco podcast, JD and Associates LLC. Guys, it's 2025 and you want to start off with Mas. More energy, more flavor. Guys, you want to head on over to drinkmasenergy.com and use the code word DeLoco10 and get 10% off your order. Now, the flavors that they have right now, we got right here in my hand, we got hibiscus, we got tamarindo back there, and we got mango. You guys are not going to want to miss out on this. 10% off an order on Mas. More energy, more flavor is here to stay and help you in 2025. Mas, an official sponsor for DeLoco podcast.
DeLoco Podcast.
DeLoco. Estás escuchando DeLoco Podcast.
Can we pick this up? Perfect, bro. Sorry you guys had to sit through traffic, bro. Golly, bro, we're already recording, bro.
Start again.
No. You're good, dude. You're good, dude. Nah, man, I appreciate you coming, man.
Oh, dude, no, we're honored, man. It wasn't bad at all. I had on laughing. I was singing some of the himnos, dude, that we were raised on.
Oh, there you go.
No me importa la iglesia. We were just jamming.
Yeah,
out,
bro.
dude.
Let's not. We're gonna get into that.
Oh,
today.
okay.
Yeah,
All right. We're talking about that. Okay.
We're gonna get into that, dude. We really are, dude. So, thank you so much, bro. I know right now you're asking if I go by Gilbert, pero lo que sea, bro. Gilberto here on DeLoco podcast. You know, aquí dice, bro, el papi chulo champ. So, look, whatever,
Papi
bro.
chulo. I think I'm gonna go with that. I'm sick with that.
Mira,
I told Onan I was gonna say, is it DeLoco or is it DeLoco? Like, how do we say?
Yeah. We've had people like that
Well, I'm
before.
sure.
Like they're like, is it DeLoco or
Do you say
DeLoco?
DeLoco? I was having my Taco Bell and I was listening to DeLoco in the car.
Yeah, Delico. Who's Delico? Yeah, this little brown kid. Oh, okay, yeah. Perfect.
He does real good.
He does real
He does
real
great
good.
work.
I always tell everybody, bro. I play around and I tell everybody, Bobby Chulo, and my pastor laughs. You know, shout out to my pastor, Pastor Jonathan, and he always laughs like, yo, you know, you can't be doing that, yo. I was like, look, Pastor, the thing is that the Lord giveth, right, and then the Lord taketh. So if you look around this world, He tooketh on a lot of men, and unfortunately, He gave it to me. I gotta just let it flourish.
You gotta be responsible with what He gave you.
You know what I mean? I gotta be responsible with what the Lord has given me, dude. So, yeah.
I love it. And then flip it on him. Let me pray for you, actually,
Yeah,
Pastor.
you know what, Pastor? Let me pray for you, Pastor, because not this much anointing goes on everybody.
I love it. Just flip it on him.
Yeah,
flip the table.
dude, that's cool, man. But thank you, bro, so much for being here.
Oh, dude, honored.
It's super cool to have you today. Shout out to everybody. Thank you for coming back to the DeLoco podcast. This is episode number 79. Thank you for tuning in today. You guys know where to hit the campanita on YouTube. Follow DeLoco podcast. Thank you for all the subscribers. You cannot miss it. We just talked right now. You say right now, you go to YouTube, you type in DeLoco podcast, you are going to see El Papi Chulazo de Dios Altísimo on the YouTube banner. Hit the campanita. Don't just hit like. Don't just like, comment, and subscribe, por favor. Also, too, guys, you guys want to go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio Podcast. Follow us there. Follow us on the IG as well. And shout out to our team that's here, Mothership Productions. They're here doing this set. They always do a nice job, and they're the best of the best.
You can see it, man. It's beautiful.
Let's just say that. So,
yeah.
Bro, thank you for coming, man. I know
I'm honored to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, bro.
I know we've been talking about it for a while. Like, just, honored that y'all would even think of having me.
Yeah, bro. I know when my brother, he had talked to me about it. I think we were at my parents' house. He had mentioned it to me a little bit, and then we started talking a little bit more about it. And then just recently, these past 2 weeks, he's like, hey, bro, like, you know, what are we going to do? You know, can we? I was like, yeah, bro, let's bring him and let's.
Bro, I was like, the first time he asked me, I was like, me? You want to talk to me? Nah, dude, you know, there's no way. Like, why? Like, and I'm not trying to be like false. Like, there's no false humility in that. It was just like, why? Like, but genuinely, it's an honor. And it's, you know, I love seeing what you're doing. And
thank you, man.
As a Latino, like succeeding and doing what you're doing, man, that's amazing. Like,
thank you,
I
bro.
celebrate that. That's beautiful. We got to build each other up and encourage each other and hold each other up, you know?
Yeah, for sure, man. And I really do appreciate those kind of words, man, because we've been at it for 4 years. This is our 4th year. And I know a lot of people, when they see this, they just think it just happened overnight. And it didn't happen overnight. I mean, you can ask my brothers that were there going 5 o'clock in the afternoon to my house. And like, bro, this doesn't fit in this outlet, bro. How are we going to, you know, went from that to going to a Cafe Azteca, going to where we're at before. And then now we're here, man. And
so it's been a journey.
It's been a journey. And the thing is, I tell people, like, God has opened up so many doors, bro. I know when I first started doing this, I literally told God, like, hey, if this is what you want me to do, then just keep opening doors. If not, just close it.
Come on, dude.
Then stop it. Apparently not. This is something, if you want to say, this is something I talked with my pastor about. This is because before we get into that, I know my brother didn't mention this to you, but I am a musician.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I am a musician.
Okay.
So,
do you have experience in like in worship music, like specifically at all?
So I know how to read sheet music. So I play trumpet, I play keys, and I play drums.
Okay.
So I wouldn't. It's been a minute since I've read sheet music, right?
All right.
Pero if you let me hear a song for about 10 minutes, yo te lo saco.
So is all of this just an audition? Let's get you playing with us, dude. Is that what this is? Let's get you in the band. Let's go, dude. I mean, you got like a man of many trades. Let's get you there, dude.
No, dude. So shout out to David Calderon, Pastor David Calderon.
He's amazing.
Shout out to Luis Garay. Shout out to Pastor Lindsay as well.
Yeah,
they're on the team, dude. They've got some crazy stories on the set. You know, I'll get into that because I don't think they've ever thought I was going to talk about it, but we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, God has opened up so many doors, and I know He's opening up a lot of doors for you and Oak Hills Church.
Yeah, man, I've been at Oak Hills Church for 2.5 years now.
Nice.
And it's been an incredible journey and seeing what God is doing. We can get into this later too, but like I never thought I'd be where I'm at. I stepped down from a church a few years ago. It was probably like about 4 years ago now. And I thought, well, it's time for me to go do something else. Like I've done the church like on staff thing for a few years. I'm going to go do something else. And then the Lord just opened this door and it was like, hey, we want you to come and be a part of this. And so I stepped into it, and just the last 2.5 years, seeing what God has done and the people He's brought in, and then started writing songs for our church. Suddenly it's like, well, let's make that music and put it out. And then it starts resonating on Spotify and Apple Music. And it's like, all right, let's do more. And so we're kind of in this bit of a whirlwind. So very much, I'm sure there's been these seasons in the 4 years that you've been doing this of like, okay, we started here. Wait, how did we get here? Like, how did this happen? You know? And that's kind of where I find myself right now. Like, oh, wow, God is definitely opening doors that were beyond my, like, even ambition. Like, it's all Him.
It's crazy.
And you have to give Him credit for that.
Yeah, you have to give Him credit in all those situations. Because, like, I mean, like you just said it right now. You thought one door was closing. Right. Another one just opened up. And now He's taking you further beyond that, which you can imagine. But, bro, you reside here. You're from San Antonio?
Born in San Antonio.
Okay.
Raised just about everywhere else. My dad is a Tejano music legend.
Really?
His name's Rudy Guerra.
Oh, wow.
And he started a band called Sonny and the Sunliners, the Latin breed band Rudy Guerra. Like, that was his band. And so my uncle Manny was actually Selena's like producer on her first record.
Really?
Yeah. So if you ever saw that on Netflix, they had that Selena show, that the whole her life or whatever.
Yeah.
They had someone play my uncle, like, which is so wild. Like, it was crazy. Dude. So anyway, I come from like a long line of like a musical family.
Nice.
And so my dad got saved, and he decided to do the weirdest thing. Whenever I tell people my story, it's kind of hard to imagine it, but he had all 6 of us kids and my mom, so it's 8 of us, in this bus. We lived in this Bluebird 78 bus, and we would travel all over the country, and we would go to churches. We would just minister at different churches. We were homeschooled, and we just go to different churches, and we would sing. So we would open up and do the worship part, and then my dad would preach. Since I was 2 years old, man, that was like, well, before I was born, that was what they were doing. But my first time on stage, I was 2 years old, and I just knew that's what I wanted to do. And so I was raised in these small, we were talking about it earlier, you know, like the hermana, you know, singing the special song, doing the testimonials. Like, I was raised in that kind of culture. And so I got a front row seat to all of it. I got to see the good and the bad, but I got to see the authentic worship. And I fell in love with it, dude. It was like, it was just one of those things where you know what you're supposed to do. You're like, this is what I want to do the rest of my life.
So did your dad have a special name for this little grupo?
Bro, I am so embarrassed of the name right now. Please don't look this up. Me and my sisters were called Pure. P-U-R, but it was like the water filter. Like the U. I know. Dude. I'm so embarrassed, but it's true. I have to be honest, right? So it was Pure, and it was me and my sisters. We would sing, and my sister Damaris has actually gone on to do like incredible things. Like she's, just written some incredible songs and has put out a ton of music. And so we just, for the longest time, we just traveled with him, and we would sing. And like I said, we were homeschooled, so it was kind of like this weird thing where you were having a social life, meeting people, but also you were like, "What? This isn't normal. Like this lifestyle, like this is weird." We'd pull up to restaurants and people would be like, "Oh, there's gypsies here." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they thought they were like, "What is this?" But it was all we knew, man. It was literally like just what we were handed, and I wouldn't have traded for anything, honestly. It was amazing.
Dude, that's crazy that we. I grew up in the same environment, right?
Do you have a big family?
So we do have a big family. My wife, shout out to my beautiful wife. She has a huge family. But in our family, dude, we grew up that way as well.
Really?
Pentecostal, bro.
Let's go.
My abuelito, they're pastors. My uncle Israel, shout out to my uncle Israel. He is a pastor right now.
Okay.
For New Song Church right here in San Antonio, Texas.
Come on.
Give him a free shout out, tío. Ahí está. He's mira, Jonan's over there. Jonan's all right, tío.
If we're gonna just let's shout out all of our theos that have churches. All right, Theo Manny, let's go. Let's go down the list.
So we grew up in that, bro.
Yeah.
We really did, and it's you hit it like right on the noggin, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm super glad that we grew up that way, because growing up Pentecostal, man, don't get me wrong, there are some things
it's
like
wild.
I don't think that's what the Lord said. I think that you made that rule up. You know what I mean? But it made you have discipline, but also too at the same time have reverence for the Lord as well.
Yeah.
Like big time, bro.
And I was just telling someone this past week, in the environments we were raised in, I'm sure you experienced this. There's a lot of stuff that you're like, okay, I don't know if that's necessarily Bible, but there's a lot of love, authentic love, and they've really got your back. And that tia that'll get up there and like give you all the chisme of what's going on with her son, you know what I mean? Like all that stuff during the prayer time. She's also the same person that was making tortillas in the back.
Oh yeah, dude.
And after service they would have like they would have a fellowship, you know what I'm talking about? You remember that, right? They'd have the fellowship. We'd have the corn on the cob. Like, what was it called? Like, I'm so losing my Spanish card right now.
So basically, what these were called, these weren't regular. These are called el actividad.
El actividad,
after church. So
and there was always a fundraiser somehow connected with it.
And then sometimes shout out to the Sunday nights. There used to be Sunday night services, and you knew church was gonna be popping. For me as a kid, I got excited because we showed up to church and like, man, I don't want to be at church. And you're like, you walk into church, you're like, man, it smells like food in here. And it's like, sí, mijo, there's going to be actividad después. Man, you got really excited because, man, we're going to eat really
And the whole
good.
sermon, you're like, oh,
yeah,
it smells
like,
good, dude.
Man.
Like he's trying to preach and you're just like, nah, man, I can smell that carnita downstairs, dude.
Bro.
Like,
you always had that one hermano that would come who would never say anything during service, but he was just in charge of announcing we're going to have actividad on the atrás. You know what I mean?
So right.
Hermano Rodolfo, vente. It's like, hermanos, tenemos una actividad. La hermana Lupita allá atrás hizo unos frijoles rancheros y que everything you donate is going to go back to the church because, ¿sabes qué? Mira, we got the ceiling falling over there. We need
we had some rain damage, and so we need to, we need like $500. And but it was, dude, like the what I was telling this person last week, the family that comes with that, like the way everyone's so intertwined, for better or for worse, because like I said, there's a lot of like, oh, they know all my business, but there was this closeness and this genuine love that sometimes I find myself like, man, we need to get back to that. Like we need, you know what I'm saying? Like it can be really cold. And even like in my position in the seat that I'm in, you're singing at 3 different services on a Sunday. And I'm always looking for ways like, how can I connect with our congregants? How can I connect with people? And so I go out in the lobby. Like that's one thing for me is like, if you come to Oak Hills Church, I'll be out there in the lobby because I want to meet people and I want to hear stories. You get to hear like stuff that people are walking through and just experiencing and how God ministered to them. And that happened naturally in the churches we grew up in because everyone was sitting together and literally having communion, right? We think of communion and we're like, oh, the bread and the wine. It's like, well, no, they were sitting together and having community together. Yeah. And that was so natural for us. And so I think in our culture today, it's a little easy for that to get, especially post-COVID, like keeping people at distance and arm's length. But man, there's just something about, especially in church, that's the only place where you can have that sort of community. If you think about it, it's really unique. Like you come together, you sing, you learn about the Lord, and then you have that community together. You talk and you laugh and you joke, and it's something so beautiful about it. That's what made me fall in love with the church.
Yeah, that's cool. And that's the thing, like, that's why I always encourage everybody, right, to stay connected. Shout out to Oak Hills Church. Shout out to my church as well, Westover Hills Church.
Sir, they're beautiful people, man. I love Westover.
Get connected to a church. Yeah. Like, I always encourage everybody to seek after the Lord, find him, surrender yourself unto him. But then also, too, it's the importance of plugging yourself in a local church.
And I was just telling someone this last night. I was on a call last night. We were talking about community because we were talking just some of what they've experienced in community. And the thing about community is it's not perfect. No. You're going to have those run-ins. I'm sure you've had stories of stuff that's happened in community. You're going to rub people the wrong way. You're going to say something. They're going to say something to you. But it gives you a chance to really practice what it's like to be Christ-like, to forgive one another, to bear one another's burdens. Like if you're set apart and away from people, you're not going to have the opportunity to experience that. Yeah. But in those kind of environments, in community, like you're talking about, you get to experience what it's like to have that closeness. And it's not always perfect, but it's always worth it. And it's always beautiful, man. Yeah, community is so important.
It is beautiful, man. And going back to you're at Oak Hills Church. You guys have been recording. You guys have 2 brand new songs, if you want to say, right?
Yeah. So we actually have 3 that we put out. So we have All of the Glory, Holy, that I did with my friend Brian McCleary. Okay. And then we just put out a song this past month called Surrender All. So it's a take on an old hymn, I Surrender All, if you know that one.
Yeah, I listened to that one.
Yeah,
my brother sent it to me. It sounds very good.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, so we put that one out, and we honestly did it as part of a series at our church. And we thought like, we're just going to do it one time and that's it. Like that'll be it. Yeah. And our church just loved it. And so I was like, all right, we need to put this out. And then we put it out. And then it was the song that's done the best for us so far, where people are just listening and we're just getting, so it's been really, really cool. And then in 4 weeks on March 21st, we're going to release a new song called Clean. Yeah. So I'm excited about it, man. Like Josh was there when we were filming the music videos and stuff. So there's a couple of other songs, but Clean is the next release.
Oh, nice.
And we're just stoked, bro. Like I'm just excited about this.
That's cool. What, those were the pictures, right? You were sending me, right? Okay, that's cool, dude.
Yeah, dude. Like he came and did the lights for us, and he's just a phenomenal. I mean, your brother's talented. Y'all are all talented, obviously. Thank you, bro. But like I'm just shout out to you, bro. Like you're incredible.
Yeah, that's why I got him, bro. That's
bro,
on the
you got
team,
the best of the best right there, man.
You better believe it, dude.
Like yeah, but yeah, he was there, and we got to film these videos, and we're just it's kind of surreal. I had this moment actually on set that day. I call it set because they changed it to stage. It looked different. It didn't look like a Sunday. But I had this moment where I turned to one of the worship leaders that I was with, and I was like, can you believe that we get to do this? Like, how cool is it that we get to write songs for our church, and that, like, it's something, I don't know, it's just something that you feel like you're a small part of like, we really put time and effort into these songs. We really want them to connect, and we want them to be like, we go through like theologically, like, hey, is this all correct with our pastor? We want to make sure that what we're singing is like, it's right. You know what I mean? We don't want to just put words to music. We want to make sure that we're being responsible with what we've been given. Yeah, because it is a responsibility, bro. As Uncle Ben said one time, dude. With great power comes great responsibility. Okay? Theo Van, dude. Hey, Theo Van, dude. Woo! No, like you're right. You know, our pastor says this, and I love it. He says, I'm going to preach a message, and I'm going to put all this time into it. Yeah. But they're going to walk out singing these songs. They're going to go in the car and play these songs. Like when you think of it in that context, you're like, what a responsibility, And so we're really careful. Like we want to make sure that we are like vetting everything, making sure that it's scripturally accurate. But at the same time, it's also music, and we want to put out good. Like we just want to put out art also. Yeah. And so there's this like cool balance of like, man, we're doing these songs with our church, for our church, for the Lord, but also like we just want to write songs that we like as well. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's cool, dude. So it's cool. It's fun. It is cool, and I like that you had a moment, because not a lot of people realize like the opportunity that you have to have, like you said, it's a small part. Yeah. Some people don't realize it, but I know what you mean. That small part seems like it's this big. Yeah. And because writing a song, actually, it takes time. So the thing is, people don't understand when songwriting happens, your mind has to be right. Your heart has to be right. Yeah. You have to be at that right place. Yes, sir. And you let God lead you. Like, okay, I'm going to write this. I'm going to write that. You know what I mean? You can't just be, you said it right now, you can't be just writing whatever, like, all right, you know what, I'm going to write this. We got to write this because I saw that sister last week. She was singing last week. So we sing this, it'll hit her real hard. You know what I mean? You can't, right. You can't do that either. You know what I mean? There's a responsibility there. when we get in the writing room, that's always been our thing is like, you know, we have this saying at our church, like songs from the house to the heart of the Father. And that's kind of like always been our, I guess if you have a, I don't know, not a mantra, I don't know what you would call it, but it's like, this is what we strive for, is we want to write songs. And that's why, going back to what I was talking about community, that's why some of these stories that I hear in the lobby when I'm talking to people, they'll resonate with me, and we'll have conversations around like, hey, this happened, or there's like healings going on in our church right now. God's doing stuff. Let's write about that. You know what I mean? Like, so that's really very much informs what we're writing. Cause you can get in a room and I'm sure, like, I don't know if this has ever happened in your career and in what you do, but like, if you isolate and you're just like, all right, I'm gonna do podcasting, and you don't experience life, then it translates in what you do. It can get stale really quickly. And I think worship music is in this interesting spot right now, just in general, where we kind of have like a formula of like, oh, this is what makes a good worship song. Yeah. And you do these melodies and people will sing it. Yeah. And it's like, okay, cool, not bad, but also like, what if we push the envelope a little bit? Like, what if we stepped outside the box? What if we were more artistic in what we did? Like, the world is doing some crazy artistic stuff. We should be the most like artistic people on the planet. We're children of God. Like, he's the ultimate creator. We should be creative. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so churches have kind of like, they historically, I shouldn't say historically, because if you look at like the church back, I mean, years ago, they're painting stuff on ceiling. Like, it's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're doing art, they're telling stories, and we somehow kind of got away from that a little bit and kind of like tamed it down and made it like safe and palatable. And so there's, with Surrender All specifically, like, we're writing this worship song, and I don't know that I've ever heard a worship song where it starts with, you know, you see the broken things they'll never see. Like, we immediately started from a place of like, let's just be vulnerable on what we're going through. Yeah. And like, I know we don't really do that in church because it's kind of like, we kind of put on a brave face, right? Yeah. But what if we did that? And then we do it, and people are like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm going through. That's exactly what I'm walking through. And I feel like that's also the responsibility we carry, is like, let's be authentic. Let's not try to be the other worship team down the street. You know, even here in town, there's so many great worship teams. I don't want us to copy what they're doing. God's blessing them, and they're doing something incredible. Let's be who we are. Let's be unique. He created us, and he put us all together. What a gift that is.
Yeah, it is a very good gift. And I mean, you're right on that. Like, we have to be different. We're all one body.
Yes, sir.
But, you know, if we differentiate ourselves, you know, we're like, okay, this is a genuine moment. Like, this is not like, I already heard that last week. Like, we're playing it exactly the same way, and I already heard that already. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And, you know, the sticking away from having a formula and doing this and doing that. Look, guys, if we do the 4 chords, we do this, we're golden, guys. Yeah. We're golden. You know, go to the 1, go back to the 4, go to the 2, and then go back to the 1 again, bring it back down. It's like, okay, it works.
Right.
Because it does work. It does work. It's safe. But the thing is, like, you have to, like, be open. I like that you said that. You got to open yourself up. Let's be a little bit more artistic. Like, we got to get to that place.
Well, and you see Jesus do it, like, throughout his ministry. He was so incredible, in obviously in so many ways. But what I love is when he would tell these parables, these stories, people would walk away and would be like, what did that mean? Mm-hmm. And then the disciples would ask him, and he would tell them. So he left it just vague enough sometimes for people to be like, what? But they started thinking about it, right? Because it's vague enough for them to be like, wait, why did he say that? You know? Yeah. And there's something about art that does that, where it's like, you can look at a painting, you and I can look at a painting right now, and it can mean something completely different to you. Exactly. And to me, it can, you know what I'm saying? And that's beautiful about art. Like, God created that. Mm-hmm. And so I feel like we need to kind of like, maybe we tap into that a little bit. Like, what does it mean to like write from an artistic place, from a place of authenticity, and then let people, whatever they're carrying, kind of interpret some of that. You know what I mean? Like, don't spell it out for people. Like, I tell this to some of our writers, like, we don't always have to have like an answer. We don't always have to have like the climax of like, oh, we won the battle. Because sometimes life's hard. You know what I'm saying? Not sometimes. Most of the time it's hard. Yeah. Right? And it's like, he's told us not to fear that. He's overcome the world. So we know that. We know who he is. Yeah. But we also know, like, life's difficult. And if we try to put like all right, let's just be positive. Let's be like, everything's good. Everything's fine at the end of the day. It's like, I don't know, man. That's not real to what people are experiencing. Exactly. You know?
Yeah, be genuine. Be genuine.
Yes, dude.
That's awesome, bro. So I'm going to try to figure out which button it is, but we're going to do a segment. So I brought this back this year. It's called DeLoco Hot Seat. There's no right or wrong answer.
I'm scared.
Nah, bro, don't be scared, bro. You just got to, you know, who was the first president of the United States.
Oh, here we go. I told you I was homeschooled, dude. I don't know any of this stuff. I barely know how to read.
So it's gonna be DeLoco hot seat. Hopefully, I hit the right button.
No,
not that one. No, not that one.
Welcome. Bienvenidos.
This is DeLoco Hot Seat.
The local hot seat.
All right, DeLoco hot seat. All right, we're gonna get into some rapid fire questions.
Let's go. I'm ready.
They could be rapid. They could be quick. We can take our time in them. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
There's no time limit here.
All right.
Josh or Gil are not doing this number. You know,
It's like a Pentecostal service you're talking about. It's going to be a 3 hour long
You know what I mean?
podcast. Yeah.
The clock is off. The hermana unplugged it. So perfect. First question.
Tell me.
What's your go-to worship song?
That can change. Right now, it's Holy Forever.
Okay.
Previously, it was Gratitude. I think the song's amazing. Yeah.
So those two.
Should I have plugged one of my songs? No. I'm going to keep my answer. No. We're going to be, we said authentic.
There you
we
go.
said be real. It's Holy Forever right now.
Sometimes surrender. I'm not sure.
Yeah. You know, there's this song by OHC Worship called All the Glory.
Oh, the glory.
Go stream it.
I don't know if you guys have heard it or not.
No. It's Holy Forever.
All right. Pentecostal tambourine or the lady that sings out of tune? Which one would you rather have?
In what context? Like have like in a service?
In a service.
Okay.
Would you rather have the
I was like,
Pentecostal
to eat
tambourine
with, or what are we
in the
doing?
back? The Pentecostal tambourine in the back? Or rather have that lady who sings out of tune right in the front?
The lady who sings out of tune in the front. I was telling you, Onan and I were talking about this on the way over here right now. It's like there was always this moment for context for people that don't know. I know this is a rapid round, but we got to put a pin
That's what
in
I'm
it.
saying, bro. We're gonna take our time on this a little bit.
There was this moment in service. It would happen right before the worship and right before the message. They would ask people if they had needed to come up for prayer.
Yes.
They needed to come up for a testimonio, like all this stuff, right? So it never failed. And Hermana would come up and no me importa la iglesia que vaya. I don't even know if I can sing it. But the keys player was always trying to find like what key she was in, and she would modulate.
Bro.
It wouldn't even modulate. And modulating is a kind word. She would just go to different keys, like just different. And so he would just be, dun, 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 and it was amazing, dude. It was always my favorite part because you could just see everyone in the back trying to keep up with her, and she didn't care. She was just doing her thing. So 100% la hermana who can't stay in tune, dude. And I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, she's the one making the tortillas, dude.
Oh yeah, you got to be nice to that hermana.
She's the one, dude.
She's the one, dude. Perfect. All right, so we'll have that hermana in the front singing out of tune.
What's your answer on that?
Dude, my answer, bro, man, honestly, I mean, I'm a drummer, so get that tambourine out of there. You know what I mean?
Dude, Pobrecito's, like the drummers always had it the hardest because you have people like yelling.
Like,
and this is before, like now we have click. You know what I'm saying? Like we got click now, dude. We're good. We got our inners in. We don't hear anything.
No, you don't hear everything.
Back then, you were like struggling, beating. Everyone else would be clapping off beat, and you're trying to.
You got that 2 hermanas in the front. Then they went to the Bible Deluxe store and they got the 2 ridges on
the Family Christian store, dude.
So as soon as they hit it, boom, it resonates even louder than the regular one. Nah, bro.
She's going Rambo on the tambo, dude. That's what I say.
Let's not do that. Okay. And we just talked about this right now.
All right, what we got?
Bring back the after church food actividad with the services nowadays. Let's just say like a special Saturday service or whatever they say. Like,
bring it back after every service.
Let's do it. Dude.
Dude, are you kidding me? That would go like, I think it would revolutionize. I think the church would just grow overnight.
Man,
like, if you had like a carne asada outside, dude, as people were leaving the church,
Man,
no, hombre, cállate la face, dude.
My brother
Get out
got
of
excited, dude. He said, where? He'll be there Sunday, dude. He'll be there Sunday.
Dude, yes, there's nothing like it.
I would have wanted to bring that back. Man, I remember I used to get so excited, dude, Sunday nights. Especially when they would hype it up in the morning.
Yes.
Like, hey, guys, don't forget tonight,
You knew where you were going to be.
First of all, let's wait for the Lord to, answer the prayer that you, but also, too, we got a special actividad. We got to send the jovencitos to the camp. They're going to camp, so everything that you purchase is going to, you got excited.
Some of the best salsa in my life I've had at those sorts of events, dude. Oh, my goodness.
Hermana todo sudada, manchada, and all that.
Dude, that's what made it delicious. That's what made it delicious, dude. That's what made it delicious.
So, yeah, let's bring you back. Bring you back.
Yeah.
So, we'll see what this is going to be. What's the funniest thing that's happened during worship?
Oh, man. Funniest thing that's happened during worship. I've had a lot of things happen during worship. I was just telling someone I threw up on stage once. Well, I was in the middle of a set. We were singing. We were in a concert, actually. It was like a worship night. And I could feel it coming. I'm like singing. And I walked to the back, threw up backstage, and then walked back out and finished the set. I don't know if that's funny, but that happened.
Wow.
I busted my lip on stage. I was singing, just kind of like hit my mic, and I just like bleeding on stage. I'm trying to think what else funny that happened. I once, this is probably on the funnier side. I once was doing a youth. Oh, there's 2. I got 2 more.
There you go. Bring them, bro.
There was one where I was leading worship, and there was a girl in the front, because we invited all the kids to the front, and she was eating a Whataburger, like on this, like her Coke and her burger were on the stage, and we're singing, and she's like full on, just like watching us, like in the front row eating a burger. Yeah. Last one. Last one. This is my favorite one. We did a camp, like a youth camp. And if you ever have done like youth camps or been to a youth camp, like they're pretty wild. Like the kids will start like jumping and crazy. It's just like it's a party, you know?
Yeah.
And so we had only done youth camps like that. This was like a different kind of church, like a more quiet, kind of like just, you know, I guess they were more refined, you know, than what we were used to. And so we invited all the kids up. We're like, we start the set. We're like, all right, guys, come up to the front right now. Come on, let's worship together. And the kids walk. I'm talking like 300 kids walk on stage. And then turn around and face nothing. Like all the kids. And it's an empty room. And they sang like a choir, dude. Like they didn't know that we wanted them to come like sing up front. They thought we wanted them on stage.
On stage, yeah.
So they just all turned around and just like there was no one out there, and they just like pretended they were a choir.
Oh wow.
It was wild, dude. I was like, what? Okay, I'd never had this happen before. Like, I don't know how there was no recovering from that. We did the whole set. We're like literally standing behind them and did the whole set.
Dang, bro.
Yeah.
So this is where I said I have a funny one.
Tell me.
Onan was probably there. I don't know. When he hears it, he's going to probably be like, oh, yeah, bro, I was there. So there was a Wednesday service, and this is the plug for Luis, Pastor David, Pastor Lee. This is where it's going to get good.
All right.
So during a Wednesday service, we were having a baptism at the same time. Okay. There was like over like 70 people that were baptizing. So during rehearsal, they had said, hey, you know what? We're going to go ahead and just keep it mellow. Shout out to Pastor Jim, who was the pastor at the time. Now he's our global pastor.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, we'll just bring you down. I'm just going to say a couple of words while they're still baptizing. And give a couple of words, read this, do that, and they're still going to be baptized. I'm like,
right.
Perfect, that's a good break. Well, when he got to that point, I had to go to the restroom.
Oh, no.
So during this time, Onan's already laughing. During this time, I said, okay, what am I going to do at this specific moment? I got to be quick. And at this time, we still had our conga player over there, right? Okay. Shout out to Victor. And he was like way across on the other side. So at the time, I didn't have an MD mic. So I was like trying to wave him down. Oh, no. And nothing. And everybody's like real mellow. Everybody's chill because they said, we're going to keep it. No one's going to play. It's just going to be keys, pads.
Right.
So I'm like trying to wave him down. Bro, I literally got out of the drum cage, walked all the way to Victor. And I was like, bro, be ready, bro, porque ya me anda el pipí, bro. And he's like, no way, bro. I was like, ya me voy, bro. I literally went, and right where the drum cage is at, you go down the stairs, and right there's a restroom right there, bro.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm not gonna make it. I mean,
so it's like you just can't hold it anymore,
bro.
Like
Yeah, bro. Okay. I mean, as soon as like the water of life is just
you're just
flowing.
Like you're done. You're
just flowing.
You're cooked,
bro. I literally got soap and water. That voila, I went out there, and then Victor was already in the drum cage, and he's like, bro, they were gonna build, bro. I was like,
oh no,
no, they were not, bro. He goes,
he was ready, dude,
and everybody was just like staring at me, and they're like, Gil, you all right, Gil? I can hear him in my ears. So I was like,
no,
I was like nodding, and they're like, all right, we're about to build. Let's go, ready, bro. 3, and then they put the clicker here. All right, right here, guys. 3.
So you walked out just in time.
Just in time.
That's crazy, Gil.
Now everybody says I didn't make it, but I made it. I made it.
There's different versions of this story?
So there's a second version of this story saying that I didn't make it.
Okay.
That I got up when they already had built it.
Was like, Onan there?
I don't know if he was there. I don't know if he was there.
I'm trying to get some confirmation here.
I don't know if he was there.
Because it sounds like you swooped in at the right time. It sounds like the perfect.
Okay. Just recently.
Tell me. 3
months ago.
Yeah.
It happened again. But this time around, it was for altar call.
I thought you were going to say this time was for number 2.
No.
This time, it was a little.
This time, Diablo mentiroso que mi chorro. Nah, he didn't give me that. I literally got up. I was sitting, listening to the word, and I got up to go to the restroom. Then I can hear, when I was like, what the heck is that? I was like,
Then
I can hear Pastor Lindsay, all right, guys, let's pray. Let's praise her. I was like, bro, not again, bro.
Dude.
But luckily, bro, the thing is, at that song, I don't remember what song this is.
Yeah.
But at the beginning, it's like real metal. Like,
is it one of the ones where it's like a long
4 measures, and then it's like drums in.
Yeah.
Bro, as soon as I sat down, adjusted myself, Luis is like, bro, Gil. And there's like drums in. And I came, he's like, Gil, ¿dónde estás, Gil? ¿Dónde andabas, Gil? I was like, trying not to laugh, bro. And he goes, bro, again, bro, again. I was like, bro, it's just the worst timing. Like, I didn't know what the cue was to like, because usually they'll tell us like, all right, guys, the cue is when Pastor Jonathan says, all right, guys, so these are the 3 key. Be ready because we're going to go up.
Right.
I never got the key, like, of what the key was to like, all right, guys, get ready at this time.
Dude, as a worship pastor, that is the most anxiety I feel throughout the week is on a Sunday when I cannot find a band member. And especially the fact that you play drums is hilarious because the drummer, everyone else, you can kind of like, if keys aren't there, you put it in the track. If guitars aren't there, you put it in the track. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Or you'll just, hey, we cover. You know what I'm saying? A vocalist is there. You're almost like, well, you know, we have 6 on stage. Somebody can cover.
That hermano como quiera, she's off tone. I can fail.
No, dude, that's terrible. No, dude, drums, like you can't fake
dude.
that. People know. Like people are like, oh, he's gone, obviously gone.
So now
That's the one you can't hide.
No, so now every time I serve, I always joke around and they're like, Gil, you win. I was like, don't worry, bro, I got the Bluetooth catheter.
So I'm actually glad you brought this up because I'm here to promote my new product. It's the worship leader diaper, and it's for your drummers. And they put that bad boy on. They're good to go.
All right, bro, I'm good to go, bro.
The drummer diapers, dude, and available in Walmart, dude.
Available in Walmart.
That would be something they sell at Walmart.
Yeah,
Shout out to Walmart.
It's probably caged up because everybody's stealing them. You know what I mean?
It's there with all the shaving stuff, and then
It's locked up. All right, so before, I don't know what your you want to say your routine is right on Sundays. If you do what you got to do, get coffee, drink water, honey, lemon. I don't know what it is, right? Because since you sing, but tacos before service or a tall latte from Starbucks.
Oh, bro, first of all, we're in Texas. We're in San Antonio, which is arguably the taco capital of the world, bro.
Bro, that dessert.
Dude, it's taco central here. We have tacos in the green room every Sunday morning just ready for us.
Really?
Yes, dude. Like, that's how we get fueled. I mean, we do 3 services. We're there at 6 in the morning. We're talking about 6 in the morning.
I know, bro.
Yeah, you know what it's like. So yeah, we get there early. So we have our rehearsal. Our run through. We have our tacos. I have a Celsius, and then we're good to go.
There you go, bro.
That's Or wait, what's the drink that we promote here?
No, right here. We're promoting Maz, baby. More energy, more flavor. You know what I mean?
We have Maz, dude. Not Celsius. I don't know why I said that. That's Celsius. Crazy. That's insane that I said that.
Celsius out the door, baby.
Maz, dude.
Okay, so tacos.
Tacos,
perfect.
Tacos.
Okay. What's the weirdest?
Starbucks is after church. To keep me awake, bro. I mean, think about it. Like,
so you don't take a Sunday nap?
I have a 5-year-old. We're about to have our next.
Dude.
Naps are happening less and less the older I get, unfortunately. So say a prayer for me.
Hey, dude. The Lord be with you. You know what I mean?
Tell me the next one. What we got?
Next one. What's the weirdest worship request? Well, the Mexican came out. Request you have ever gotten from a church member?
From a church member. Oh, I don't know about weirdest, man. That's
like maybe they're like, hey, can you guys play God is in Control?
Oh, you get those 90s? All the time. That's not even weird to me anymore. Because like when you meet people, it's like there's this immediate like. Yeah, I think some of the harder ones are when people want me to do like a Mercy Me song or like I Can Only Imagine. I get that a lot, and I'm really? Like, it's kind of like a funeral song, right? Like I can't really like.
Dude, don't do that.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just trying to figure out how you work that in a set. Like it's a great song. Shout out to Mercy Me, right? Like
it is a good song.
But it's one of those songs where you're like, I don't know how I'd fit this in. Yeah. And so sometimes I get requests like that.
I'm dying today. What's going on?
There's like a procession for some reason. What's happening right now?
Like, Pastor, is there a reason why you say you're singing this right now, or are we dying today? Or
I also think it's funny. Like I'll get some like pretty like people who are just they feel strongly about something, and that's always like a fun like, oh shoot, like you know, or drums. Like I hate drums, or I hate guitar, or like I hate key. Like everyone has like specific things that they hate.
Yeah, and
so that's a interesting. But it's never weird to me. It's just part of like what you navigate with people, because it's like everyone has a different preference, and so there's songs I sing that I'm like, I don't really like this, but it's not for me, it's for him. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's hard for me to say weird, because I don't know that anything's like, I would say the story I told you about the kids coming up on stage, I was like, wait, what? This is weird, you know? Like, for a second I was like, am I getting attacked right now? Like that's probably the weirdest one that's happened to me.
So that's the only weirdest one that you had?
I'm sure there's more. I'll probably be laying down tonight and I'll think of one.
Perfect. Okay. So, I mean, those are just the rapid fire.
How'd I do?
You did good, bro.
All right, cool.
You did good. That's what we wanted. We wanted to hear what you had to say. That was good. Like we both got a little bit of what
You have
you know what I
some.
mean. But yeah, bro, it's Pentecostal days, dude. We gotta bring that actividad after church.
That's the key takeaway from this. I'm promoting actividades.
Actividades. All the hermanas that know how to cook rice and beans, please sign up Sunday morning.
That's like Onan's joke every now and then. He's like, you know what? We can just get. I think we all make the same joke. Like we can get our moms to make us like the tacos, dude.
There you go, dude.
She'll do it.
So before we continue, that's why I'm taking a little time. So there's a group that was called Grupo Esperanza back in the day.
Oh my gosh! How do you know Grupo Esperanza?
Look, my brothers are
What?
we all
You all know Grupo Esperanza?
Yes.
Dude, worlds collide. Wait, do y'all know I'm connected with them?
No, you're not.
Bro, from Immokalee, right? From Florida?
Yeah.
Yes, dude. I grew up with those guys.
Really?
That's wild. Like our world's just that. My mind just broke.
I'm trying to find it. Okay, right here. Okay.
Dude.
That's why it looks a little weird, but I'm looking for a specific song. So there's
Shout out to Lil Joe, Fabian, like Jamie. Like, dude, I grew up, like, I literally, like, as a kid, we would go to Immokalee every year. That's one of the towns that we would go to in
Really?
in the bus, and we would stay there for like 2 months at a time. They had this small church. It was maybe a church of like,
Dude, this is wild right now. Dude.
yeah, dude, it's crazy. Like, I'm like, talk about like a God moment, like connecting us. Cause like we would go to this church. It was tiny, but they were like practicing. They were wanting to do this band thing. And then they end up like traveling all over the US and doing their thing. And yeah, dude, like I love those guys.
So we had them at our older church like more than once. Bro.
Really?
But the first time,
Tell me.
it was like they're like testing the waters, right, to see like what their flavor. Tell me why they played this song.
Show me. Show me.
And every time, right now, I know Anna and them, they can't hear it, but whenever we finish, I'll show them which one it is.
Yeah.
But this is the song. Hopefully you can hear it.
This is one of their songs?
Bro, just everybody that's listening, wait until you hear the lyrics. Hear the lyrics.
I know this song.
Bro, they were so good, bro.
Yeah. Remind me to tell you, I got a story on these guys. I'm gonna throw them under the bus hard. I'm gonna throw them under the bus so hard right now. It's been 20 years, but it's about to happen. So, whoa, go back. What name did he say right now?
Rudy.
That's my dad.
No, it's not.
That's my
dude.
dad.
Oh my god, dude. You know what song I'm playing for him? You know, I got excited. Domingueros.
Yeah. So he gave a shout out to my dad on that song, Hermano Rudy. Yeah, yeah.
No way,
yeah, it's my
dude.
dad.
So this song basically is saying like Domingueros, meaning you're just
Domingueros.
yes, bro.
Domingueros. I'm saying if I remember. Solamente el domingo.
Yes, dude.
Te sirves a Cristo.
Yes, bro.
Dude, I remember that. It's crazy. That was unlocked from like 20 years ago.
So they played that song, and everybody went up to the pastor and said, "I don't like that song that they played."
Oh my gosh, they got in trouble for that one?
Well, the thing is, they didn't get in trouble. The pastor literally.
Oh, he
told
backed
them,
him up.
Well, then that means that's conviction, no?
Oh shoot, let's go.
I think that's conviction, no? And they're like,
Bro.
yeah, but the thing is, you know, I mean, did you tell him to play that song? Like, have you not seen me? He's like, I didn't tell him what to
funny,
play.
dude.
We invited him to come.
Oh, so he had him back.
Yeah,
he had him
dude.
back after that. He's like, I
After
like these
that,
guys.
he brought them back, and then they played their new album and whatnot.
Yeah.
Still to this day, my dad has both CDs, right? He's got both CDs.
Dude. Okay. Can I throw him under the bus for a second?
Do it,
I know
bro.
I know Jamie from way back. So these, I'm gonna call them fools for a second. These fools, we had them at our house. So like I said, we would travel a lot. We'd go like, you know, to different churches, different cities or whatever. And there was this one trip that we were out and we were gonna get home like I think 2 days after they were leaving San Antonio. And so they would like traveled in a white van, like, you know, with all their equipment and stuff. So we like gave them a place to stay. We're like, my dad's like, come and stay at our house. These dudes wrecked our house, bro. Like they broke a wall, like full on were wrestling and like broke a wall. And then they moved the couch so that it would cover the walls, like as if we wouldn't like notice, like get home and be like, why is the couch there?
They did a Nacho Libre move.
They did a Nacho Libre move.
What's
and
that?
broke the wall, dude.
Secret tunnel.
Dude, 100%. So like we get
How
home
was your
and
dad,
my
bro?
mom is, huh?
How was your dad?
Dude, my dad's chill. My mom was the one who was like, my house. Like she like freaked out. But no, they were like, we love those guys. And we just like, I remember even one time here in San Antonio, we did an event at a church, the church we were talking about, and it will remain nameless. And they came out, and I'll never forget, like the girls were like this is a Christian band, and the girls are like screaming, bro. Like I was a pretty big church, and they're screaming their heads off. And I was like, what is this? Like, it was my first time kind of being in that kind of like, I was a homeschool kid. I never seen that before. I'm like, what is going on right now? But yeah, those guys were like, they were fun, dude. They were fun to hang out with. They were good dudes.
¿Cómo se llamaba el drummer?
Little Joe, dude.
Okay, because
That's
I
my boy.
remember afterwards we went up to him, and at the time I was playing percussion and whatnot. I remember they asked him like, "Hey, bro, how do you?" He was a big dude.
Yeah, big dude. Yeah,
I'm 16. We're 16. God, a true big boy, dude.
bro. I'm having this moment right now where I was there when you told him that. I literally was. I think I know. Well, after this, we'll talk about the church y'all were at. But I was
because if not, Gil can bleep it out.
No,
you know
I was 100. I was 100% at the church because Lil Joe was my boy, and we were hanging out. And I remember some guy coming up to him and being like, "How? Like you said something?" And he asked him how old he was.
Okay, let me just ask you this.
Yeah.
In the inside of that church, did it look like the Mayan?
Yes, it did. But I remember your reaction. So that was you then. I remember the reaction of like, oh my gosh, how old are you? And he was like, no, I'm 16. And he's like, he's the humblest guy you could ever. He's like huge dude, bro. And he was just like, and that stayed with me. You said it right now. And it just like, that must have been how long ago?
Dude, this was a long time.
We're talking
ago,
like
bro.
20 years ago, 20. Yeah, we're talking a long time
I was
ago,
a
bro.
little mocoso. Now I'm
A big
older
mocoso.
mocoso, you know?
Dude, that's so crazy. I'm like, this is crazy. I know we're here to do a podcast, but I'm just like,
Dude, we'll say that. Gil, don't believe it out. We'll talk about it after, but that's so crazy, dude.
that's crazy, man.
And you know what's crazy to me?
Tell me.
I don't know, people are going to think it's dumb.
Yeah.
But today, actually at work,
Yeah.
from time to time, dude, I listen to them because
Right.
that's my childhood.
good music,
and they
yeah.
have good music. Like,
yeah.
it's really good. I like that type of music.
Yeah.
And when I heard that Don Miguel, I was like, bro, you know what? That'll be a good thing to talk with Isai about tonight. I was like,
Dude,
perfect, dude.
Crazy, man. It's like there was no way I could have planned for that conversation.
No,
that's
dude,
wild.
that's I was literally listening to them
That's
today.
wild.
And when that song came across, I was like laughing my head off at work. And I was like, bro, this is perfect. Like
Dude.
this will fit. Like, hey, what do you think of this song? Like back in the day when they used
And
to
then you
play
play Dominguero, which is my dad's name's on it. That's crazy, dude.
Dude, this is
Like, it's-
wild,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah, no,
This is-
like, legitimately, like they're just old family friends, and we adore them. And yeah, I haven't seen them in years. I'm talking probably like at least 12 years or so.
Crazy,
But
bro.
yeah, I love them, man. They're great
Crazy.
people.
So I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions because
Okay.
right now I'm looking at the time. I know my brother's gonna tell me the time as well because we want to be mindful of time.
Nah, we said we're going Pentecostal here, dude.
Everybody-
We're not gonna, don't try to hinder what's going on right now, dude.
we got 2 hours.
Don't quench what's happening, dude. Don't do it. We're here till midnight.
So basically, with this little segment, it's called Latino Eagle Eggs plus Cristo Powers.
Okay,
It's a fun segment.
that's a name.
So, what's the most epic church potluck dish you would take in today's age, but it has to be a Latino food?
Today, right
Today.
now,
So
I'm
let's
going
say,
to church.
let's say Oak Hill said, "Hey guys, we're gonna have a potluck. I need you guys to bring a special dish."
I probably have to go chile rellenos, dude. But the way my mom makes them, though, like to me, that's just like, it's enough to like, you can make a big quantity for people,
Yeah.
but it's also like just it's unique, and it's
Yes.
you know what I'm saying. Like not people have tacos and flautas
Oh,
and
yeah,
enchiladas.
dude.
It's like not many people have enchiladas. Like we know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, chile rellenos.
I mean, here's the thing. The only reason why I'm saying this
Tell me.
is because right now the church, we're not gonna get into demographic. The Lord blesses everybody, black, white, Mexican,
Yeah, yeah.
Latino, but Oak Hills Church West over here, they got a lot of blanquitos for Cristo. You know what I mean? Let's just put it that way.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes they get a little thrown off when it's like, what is this?
Oh no, they would love it, dude. They would. We're in Texas, bro. Like I feel like to live in Texas, you have to have a palate for like Mexican food. Otherwise, you're gonna have a bad time here.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I got some Juanito friends and they're like, bro, let's go to Tika Taco. And it's like, brother, I'm gonna be praying for you. All right, big dog.
No, dude, I have a friend, Steven. He plays in my band, and he can throw down on some like salsa, bro. He has
Really?
Yes, he has spicier salsa than me, dude. Yeah, and I pride myself on like my mom will make the
dude.
yeah, dude. So don't let them fool you, dude. So I think they're tricking you, dude. I think they're
so.
playing a prank on
so.
you.
Next, if
you got?
there was a Cristiano Olympics, what event would you win? Dancing, praying, cooking, etc.
Hombre. Onan, what do you think about my dance moves on a
And
Sunday,
the Olympics would be Carlos Tigres del Cristo.
Nombre. Nombre, dude. For me, I if there was a category for singing, I hope I would do okay in that category. I don't know. I feel like I have a couple hops that I do. That,
There you go, dude.
You know what I'm saying? Like just a little bit, and like I'll get like people will make fun of me afterward, and I'm like, oh, okay. So either singing or hopefully some not coordinated dancing, because it's not dancing. It's just movement. It's musical movement. We'll say that.
It's basically the movement that we're used to. Is back in the day when the church would allow the brinquito, 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 and I was like, hey, hermano, okay. You're crossing that bridge a little bit, okay? Let's back it up. Calm down. It's like, come on.
You have some conviction, brother.
You know what I mean? I think I think I saw you at the club Saturday.
Oh,
well, what were you doing there?
Dominguero. No, I'm just kidding.
Conviction. All right, perfect, dude. If you could add this one, I want to see what your thoughts are.
Oh, here we go.
If you can add a reggaeton beat to any song,
Like a worship song?
Worship song.
Okay.
What song would that be?
I feel like
I
surrender all. You sing. No, it doesn't work for that, dude. Maybe I slow it down.
Hey, bro.
Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'd like to hear "I Thank God" with like a, because it kind of already has like a little bit.
Oh yeah.
If you kind of do "I Thank God" like that, that could be kind of fun. Now you gave me an idea for Easter, dude. I'm doing that. I'm stealing that on Easter.
You gotta now. You guys
because you picked yeah, dude. Let's go.
Now recently saved Daddy Yankee.
And for some reason, Grupo Esperanza. What? Like it's just like all these. What is going on, dude? Like El Paisito Levin. What is going on? Like
what is going on, guys?
Clowns on cycles. Like what is happening, dude?
Oh,
like
God. Look who's here, Raul Sanchez. Whoa.
For some reason, Nacho Libre. What? Like Jack Black's here. Like throw everything, dude. Everything. That'd be wild. And just for funsies, maybe a song that's like slow. Like maybe I said "Holy Forever" is my favorite.
Holy Forever.
What if you did like a and the angel, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Here's the.
I feel like if your hands are up on that one, you're just kind of a little bit like.
There's the thing there, because the only issue you're gonna have here is now if you got the sisters in the front, it's like, okay, whoa.
Yeah, maybe not on that one. Maybe you're right. That's a good idea. It's too much.
Oh, brother.
The reggaeton beat is a little too powerful. It's a little too powerful.
That's a little too powerful. That deep drum.
You got to be responsible with it. With great power, as Theo Ben said.
Yes, comes great responsibility.
Responsibility, mijo. Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. Spider-Man. Last one, bro. I know we talked a little bit, but what's one Latino Christian tradition that you hope never goes out of style?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think the community piece, the sitting together and just having dinner and just, especially after church, like there's something, I alluded to this earlier, but even as we got older, and it almost feels like that tradition slowly, I don't want to say it went away because I'm sure it still exists.
Yeah.
But I felt like it changed. Like as we got older, we started not eating at the church. We would go to Denisse. Denisse was like that was the after church hangout, or IHOP.
It's not the same, bro.
It's not the same. No. But I'll say this, like just being able to sit with people, and the worship team would come out, the pastor would come out, his family would come out, and I was young, and like hopefully the pastor's daughter was cute. You know what I'm saying? Like we would. I was a church kid, dude. I was a PK, but like that was like the time where you would just connect with people and you would just talk about life. And I think that it's a beautiful thing in the Latino community that I hope continues, and I hope that we pass that on to our kids and they pass that on, because it's just that sort of camaraderie. Like it does something, dude. Yeah, it's special.
That's exactly what I was gonna say as well. Only because that's how I grew up, and it only helped me to be able to talk with people, dude.
Yeah.
That's what really helped me, like, growing up. I mean, I know you asked my brother, like, okay, who's the travieso, who's the loud one, who's the quiet one?
Right out the gate, too. You saw
right?
me. Like,
You know what I
walked in
mean?
here. I was like, all right, who's the crazy one?
And the thing is, you know, I like to talk to a lot of people, but
Yeah.
I think I got that because growing up in the church, like, after service, like, go over there and go talk to.
Yeah.
Go over there and go.
Yeah.
It's like, what am I gonna? I'll go figure it out. Go start a conversation. Go over there.
Because mom and dad were praying for people, and they'd be there for about,
Yeah. And
3
then,
hours.
And then if you're standing there, you get in trouble, and they're like, go over there. And it's like, what I do?
You get spanked. You were looking at me during worship.
Yeah, it's like, dude, come on, dude. And the thing is, too, is my brothers are here, right? And I mean,
funny.
at my uncle's church, from time to time, you know, they'll text us like, hey, we're gonna do a special service.
Yeah.
And then the perks of being a nieto,
Yeah.
you walk in and you're like, man, dude, we're getting brisket. What's going on up in here? You know what I'm saying?
It's so real, man.
It is real, dude.
Oh gosh.
Then you got the young guns trying to impress the girls how many chairs they're holding.
Oh,
You know,
my-
this
yeah,
one's
with
got
all the-
6, the other one's got 4.
That's a meme, and that's a well-deserved meme. I mean, again, you're talking to a homeschool kid who that was his only social interaction, so it was like, it was game on, dude.
then
I'd
you
walk in there and I'd be like, that's how I met my wife. Dude. I was like, what's
There
up,
you
girl?
go, dude. What's up, girl?
What's up, dude?
Her mom was like,
Yeah, did I cry in service? Yeah, because I'm sensitive to what the
Mira.
Lord's doing.
Mira.
You know?
How about me and you talk about what the Lord's doing in both our lives?
Yeah, did I read the entire book of Matthew? Yes, I did this morning, dude. What's up, girl?
You
You know?
want what? You want to go to the book of Numbers? How about you give me yours? You know, we'll
Oh, that's
talk about it.
smooth.
You like that?
That's good, dude.
That's how. How do you, bro? Shout out to my chiquita. You know what I mean?
Chiquita's crazy, dude. No, dude, but it really is so special and so beautiful, and I think there's something that if we can preserve that, if we can find a way to preserve that, and we kind of do like just a smaller version of it. Like we after church on Sundays we'll go out to eat as a family, and every so often, sometimes it's just nice to have us three, me and my wife and our little one. But every now and then we invite people and it's like, let's go out to eat. Like it's just there's something about that after church.
It's different, bro.
Yeah, it's just there's something special about it, bro.
It
So,
is.
yeah, I hope we never lose that.
Yeah, my brother Gil, he loves the naps. We're never gonna.
So like immediately you just go to sleep right after church.
That's it, dude. He's clocking out, bro.
That just means he gave his all to the Lord, and I appreciate that
dude.
about you.
He was there in service, and dude, he hit worship so hard, bro. He's like there.
Yeah, I respect that.
He's
dude.
listening to the word. He's listening.
Oh
to it.
yeah. But you're just napping.
But the Lord is speaking into him like, hey, you know what? When you get home, I'm telling you right now, my son, flip that pillow over.
Yeah,
Ah,
bro. I'm gonna say this right now. Shout out to Pastor Travis because he gives phenomenal messages, and like I've never fallen asleep during one of his messages. But with that being said, as a kid, taking naps in church was like,
oh, dude.
that was just like some of the best naps. I still think about these naps. We in church on the pew the hard shit, like pews, like the wooden ones. Fall asleep under those, dude.
Bro, I couldn't even do that.
Just confessing a bunch of stuff right now.
I don't know if my brother told you, but so my dad's a bass player.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So he's a bass player. So back in the day, if one of us was acting up, dude, oh my God, dude.
What would happen? Tell me.
Man, bro, this is like old school, dude. Like back in the, dude.
Yeah.
I remember there's one time I was just like, the hermanas were getting like frustrated with me. And my dad was up there playing bass. What does he do?
Oh, no.
Vámonos. Let's go to the special place.
In the middle of like.
Oh, middle in the service.
Good for him, dude.
Let's
Honestly, dude, what an alpha. You know what I'm saying? Like, what an alpha move.
Let's go to the special place and let me let you know.
Scream. Oh, no.
Dude.
That's wild.
Dude.
That's so real, dude. My
man.
mom would do like the little, the pinch.
Dude, that's
but she would do it in front. She would do it like, God bless her, dude. She's amazing. She would give me like a little pinch right around the corner, right before someone would see her, and then she'd let go. And you walk around and you start crying, and they're like, "What's wrong with your kid?" Like, "Oh no, it's just I don't know what's wrong with him." She had this way. She knew the right spots when to do it, and enough not to get caught.
Yeah.
And she's
Bro, I remember there was time. I mean, my dad's gonna deny it.
Yeah.
He's gonna deny it. But when I would act bad for so long, like
Yeah.
after service, you ain't gonna go sit with your friend. You're gonna sit right here, right in front of me. Right here, you're gonna
I
sit
remember
right
those
here.
conversations.
And then if I was still not paying attention, this is all like the Bible, bro. Okay. Bro.
So we used to, I don't know why I'm telling you this story. I haven't told the story ever. We used to sell, like, I come from the era where my dad would sell CDs and books and all that in the lobby. You know what I'm saying? And so you know what's up, right? You know exactly what I'm talking about. So we were in the lobby one time, And it was my job. I was the oldest, and it was my job to sell everything. And so I'm there, and this girl comes up, cute girl. We start talking. We're kind of vibing. And I'm maybe like 14 years old, 15. And my mom comes up and sees this girl, and sees, like, looks her up and down, sees what she's wearing, grabs a book called Passion for Purity and just hands it to her. And goes, go read this right now. And like, just killed any game I had, dude. Just killed any game, any chance I had to get her number. It was like, nope, that's it right there. Like, go read this right now.
Is that your mom?
And it was like, I think it was like Passion for Purity, like how to dress modestly. It was like, it was full on. Like, we knew exactly what she was referring to. She just, my mom just was like, nah, not today, not my mijo.
Jeez,
you know what I'm saying? So, but thank God for them, dude, because like, who knows where I would have been?
I know exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly, bro.
Love you, mom. Shout out to mom.
So we got this album coming out, Oak Hills Church, or a new song that's coming
new
out.
Song.
You want to put the plug in for Oak Hills Church, social media
Thank you,
platforms?
man. Yeah.
And all
So the band is OHC Worship, OHC, and we're out everywhere you listen to music. Any place that you stream, we're there. We have a new song called Clean coming out on March 21st. We have, like I said, 3 songs: Surrender All the Glory, Holy. They're all out now. And then if you're here in town in San Antonio, come visit us at Oak Hills Church, man. It's a beautiful place. I love what God is doing there. We've seen like over, I think it's like 200 people now in the last 7 weeks have given their life to Jesus. Like on Sunday mornings, they're just standing up and just getting saved. Awesome, it's like, it's an incredible time, and it's an incredible time in our city, like to see what God is doing. This is, I don't want to just plug one place, but I feel like where we're at is just really special, and seeing what's happening, it's just exciting to be a part of it. So if you don't have a home, come be a part of it. Come see us.
Yeah,
Love
for
to
sure,
worship
man.
together, man.
Of course, I'm going to put my plug in as well
Do
for
it,
my
bro.
church. You know
Do
what
it,
I mean? So you guys, I've always encouraged everybody to get connected to a local church here in San Antonio, whether it be Oak Hills Church, West Over Hills Church, whatever church is closest to you here in San Antonio. Get connected, but more than that, seek after the Lord. Find Him. Surrender you all to Him. I say this all the time. It's not easy following Christ, because it's not. I'm not going to sit here with my brother here and tell you like, yeah, bro, it's cake, dude. It is cake. It is not. What He wants is a personal relationship with you. And, He wants your heart completely. So this is just a friendly reminder to you. Thank you, brother, for being here and spending your time and your evening with us.
Dude, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
an absolute honor, bro.
For sure,
Great
bro.
talking to you, and just seeing how our paths have crossed and stuff,
man.
and just seeing what you're doing, and just celebrate you and what God's doing in your world, bro. Like, keep doing it.
Thank you, bro.
Go be great, man.
Appreciate it, man. Shout out to Grupo Esperanza as well. Shout out El Jaime. But guys, this is just a friendly reminder that God loves you. Dios Te Ama. And He is here for you. He is
has
not
a plan
against
for your
you.
life.
Exactly, my friend. Exactly. This has been episode number 79. We will see you on episode number 80.
But I couldn't have anybody see my face, Steven. Come on.